Ball on MLB Network is underway. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Taken, called strike two on the inside part of the plate. 1-2 now.
Hey, that's just a great pitch right there. Fastball at the bottom of the zone, right under the knee. It's interesting. I was a low ball hitter, so you could take the strike zone and go to the ground with it. I can live with that being called a strike. What I can't live with is above the belt getting popped.
Here he comes again. 1-2. And this is swung on and missed on a great pitch that time, and the leadoff man is down on strikes to get this one started. A chance now to look at the batting order for the visiting Rangers. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Matt, I can't wait to see what Mlb18 has in store. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat, well, they just go.
First pitch of the at-bat. Breaking ball in for a strike.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
Now Lester's 0-1. And there's ball one. And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, he is a pitcher's best friend, Clyde Washington. Down in the strike zone, he'll definitely call that ball right at the knees.
If he's consistent with it, Dan, which Clyde always is, I'm okay with it.
Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Fastball down near the shoe tops. Just getting things underway here at Wrigley. A full count for Odor. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1. So now we've got a battle on our hands.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Swinging a blooper to the right side. Hayward coming on, and the inning is over. A solid start to this one for John Lester. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Mike Minor, a southpaw from Tennessee, is the man on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that is a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Standing in, Daniel Murphy. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Swinging a soft liner. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard.
Hey, after the leadoff knock right there, you know what they say. You get that leadoff guy on, I don't care how it's done. He usually comes around to score. But let's tip our hat to the pitcher. He set the tone in the top of the first, retiring him in order.
Here's Javier Baez. As he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike 1. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. Minor, 30 years of age. He was a first-round pick back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
A pause and the 0-2. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Thoughts, Stan? Who stands out?
Well, of course, you have to like what Anthony Rizzo brings to this offense. This is the guy you want at the plate when the game is on the line. He thrives in these situations. It's almost like he goes to bed and says, I can't wait to play because the game is going to come down to me, and I'm going to make something happen. He thrives on performing in the big moments.
First pitch on its way. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Hit out towards second. And that's going to be a base hit for Rizzo.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Coming to the plate now, Chris Bryant. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway.
Well, he's in a bit of hot water in this first inning, but if he can start throwing his slider effectively like that, he has a lot better chance of settling into this game.
Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. Into the bleachers and gone. So a 3-run blast to deep center here, and the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
Hey, that's one of the toughest parts about standing out there on the bump. Giving up a long home run or giving up a bomb at any time as a pitcher. You just have to regroup and get back on that horse.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Set to deliver the 0-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Gallo is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Coming to the plate now, Wilson Contreras. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here comes the first pitch. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Chu has a read on it. And that retires the side. But the Cubs do get 3 on the 3-run home run. Second inning coming up. It's 3-0 Chicago. In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. A matchup with John Lester now to lead off the inning.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
2 balls and no strikes to count to Nomar Mazara.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
And that is through into center field, a base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway. Around second now and headed for third. And he'll make it in safely as he kicks off the second with a leadoff triple.
Well, that's their first hit of the ball game, and they make it count as he blisters this thing to the outfield and cruises into third for the triple. We'll see if his teammate can pick him up so they can get their first run, too.
Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. His past history against John Lester, he's a .333 hitter. He also has 1 home run. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The 0-1 pitch. Liner toward right center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And they're on the board as this is now a 3-1 ball game.
Batting sixth, center fielder number 13.
Digging in now, Joey Gallo. Now the first pitch here from Lester. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Hey, make a pitch right here and get out of this. Get the boys in the dugout and regroup a little bit. 1 run is not going to kill you.
Struck him out.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
1-1 to Chirinos. Curveball that time, not even close. Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
No balls and 1 strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. High fly ball after straightaway center. Waiting on it is Almora. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. They pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left.
Leading off for the Cubs.
Striding in, Jason Hayward. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second. Dribbled to the right side. That winds up foul. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2. Hayward, or often just J-Hay. He was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick. Time for a look at the Rangers on D. And patrolling the outfield today is Nomar Mazara, one of the young superstars in our game right now. But he doesn't take his defense for granted. He's the big chill out there, making the game look easy with a strong and accurate throwing arm.
Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. Check swing and a pop-up now to the left side. And this is taken in by Beltre for the second out. So stepping in, John Lester. First pitch of the at-bat. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway.
Hey, I don't know what happened in between innings, but he went down that tunnel with a few of his teammates and some coaches and found a way to regroup because he's been really good this second inning. After going out in the first, I thought it was going to be a super short outing.
Line drive to center field. But this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center, and that ends the inning. It's a great day for baseball here in Chicago as we welcome you back to this MLB Network broadcast from Wrigley Field. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball one. And that one stayed up a little high.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
And the strike. Threw him a breaking ball that time. 2-2.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Another try at 2-2. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
Now, I know he struck out there, but for a pitcher, that's a pretty solid at bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches, that's a quality AB in my book.
In there at the knees, strike one.
Okay, I see where this guy's going, right? He wants to pitch backwards, a little 0-0 curveball. Don't be shocked if this hitter's sitting all over that same pitch right there.
There's Baez, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, second baseman, Rougned Odor.
Here's Rougned Odor now. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Tapped out in front of home. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Rangers set down in order. Stepping into the box, Daniel Murphy, last year's recipient of the Silver Slugger Award for NL second baseman.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
This one's blooped out toward right center field. In comes Mazzara. He's not going to get to it, so the leadoff guy's aboard with a base hit.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Into the box now, Javier Baez, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Murphy aboard here at first with nobody out. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. The 0-2 home. And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning. At the plate, Anthony Rizzo. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. He's set. Here it comes. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Not much behind this as this ball is looped over toward first. And he'll take it to the bag for the out, and there's your unassisted double play.
Leading off for the Rangers.
Now the first pitch here from Lester. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. 1-1. Misses above the zone for a ball. And a big swing and a miss here. 2 strikes.
hard liner, but picked up on a hop.
Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
Now batting, right fielder, Nomar.
So next to the plate for Texas, Nomar Mazara. He smacked a triple and later scored his first time around. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. And that's lifted the other way out to left. Zobrist has it in his sights, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Third baseman number 29, Adrian Beltre.
First two men retired now for Adrian Beltre. First pitch on its way. And he just misses with a curveball.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is 1-2-3 go the Rangers. Score holds. It's 3-1. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Chris Bryant. He went deep in his first at bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2.
Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last two pitches were pretty much grooved right down the middle, but it didn't bite him.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Another 0-2 home. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
I like how he worked him backwards for that strikeout there. He wasn't showing the fastball early in the at-bat, but then went back-to-back once he had the hitter down in the count.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Wilson Contreras. He flew out in his last at-bat. Check swing called strike, 0-1. 3 runs, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Chopped weakly to the left. Up with it is Beltre. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Cubs are... Here's Joey Gallo. Was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And a neck-high fastball that time. The 1-2 is a breaking ball that misses off the plate.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Joey Gallo goes down for the first out in the 5th inning. Up next for the Rangers, Robinson Chirinos. First time up, he went down looking. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. A 1-1. Swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Wow, that was an ugly swing right there, and that tells us all we need to know. Nobody's picking the baseball up off this guy.
Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the second time this afternoon.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Into the box, Ronald Guzman. Lifted the other way out to left center. Giving chase is Almora. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the... So digging in now, Jason Hayward, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Little tapper down the first baseline. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiring right now. Still looks razor sharp from what I can tell, so I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
First offering on its way. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. It's a swinging bunt up the line. That's a foul ball. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
Good heater to strike him out there, and he looks absolutely locked in to start this inning. That's back-to-back punch-outs on only 6 pitches.
Here comes the first pitch. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole. 0-2 now. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Digging in, Mike Minor. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
The 0-2 delivery. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Boy, he's just been setting him up and knocking him down all afternoon. We've seen a lot of punch outs from him where he didn't get much resistance. 3 pitches right there, and see you later.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. 2-0 the count to the Rangers left fielder.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Too high, and it's 3-0. Oh, 3-1.
This is where if you're the batter, 1 pitch, 1 spot. and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
3-2 full count. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And it's fouled away. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
He's got good swing and miss stuff in this game. That's back-to-back Ks, and that was his 9th of the game. If you're striking out 1 or more an inning, you're throwing the ball pretty well.
Here's Rougned Odor now. Grounded down the third baseline. This is foul for the first strike. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero. Just start getting the leadoff guy on.
And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ballgame, and the inning is over. 3 up. Here's Daniel Murphy now. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Javier.
Here's Javier Baez. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. Here's the first pitch to him. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a cold strike too.
Good breaking ball right there. Good hard slider. The count now 0-2. He's getting deep into the outing, but his slider is still staying sharp. He doesn't look at all like he's starting to tire. He looks as good now as he did early on in the game.
We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He was a double play victim last time around. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. Skied into straightaway right. Lazar is under it. And that ends the inning. We'll get a look at the speed. And there indeed is Elvis Andrus. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Well, right back at Lester on the mound. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word.
Boy, this is an absolute gift to them, especially when they've had so much trouble getting anybody on base. So now the leadoff hitter is aboard and might be looking to run. They've got to do whatever they can to get some offense going.
In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. He tripled earlier, making him 1 for 2 in the ballgame. From the stretch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
One of the keys to pitching late in the game's first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off. Andrews Stands at second with no outs. Fouled away. Now another 1-2, and he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame. Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. He's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame. Now at the plate, Joey Gallo, runner in scoring position with two gone. Too high, 1-0. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A shot down the first baseline. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. 1 left. Bartolo Colon gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Here's Chris Bryant now. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. And now the Ranger bullpen swings into action. A lefty and a right-hander are throwing down there. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So coming to the plate, Ben Zobrist. His past battles with Bartolo Colon, he carries a .421 batting average. He's also taken him deep 4 times. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Colon benefits from the fact that he throws a lot of strikes, doesn't walk many batters. However, there have been occasions where he's been hit around a bit.
And that's one of the keys when you're managing a guy like this. If he's on, you're going to see him attack hitters, and when he's not, he's more prone to giving up base hits, so you have to have the bullpen ready if it's one of those days that he doesn't have it.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2. Now a bunt attempt here. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, as the lead remains. Now at the plate, Robinson Chirinos. He leads off their half of the 8th.
Catcher, Robinson Chirinos.
Brandon Morrow enters from the pen to start the 8th, and it's quite possible they'll ask him to pitch 2 full innings to close this out. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And there's a base hit on the line.
You know, D-Roll, there's been some great pitching in this one so far. After that knock, that's only the third hit of the game, and we're getting late into this one.
Yeah, they always say you got to tip your hat to the opposition sometimes. Well, I think this offense is tired of tipping its hat. They got to start to swing the bats a little bit better. That's their third knock of the game. I know it's late, but maybe they can get something going.
Has a look, now the pitch. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
This is the pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. Hit on the ground toward the left. And that gets through for a one-out base hit. So the Rangers batting order turns over and set to go. Shin-Soo Choo, who struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. That's in there, base hit. But not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1.
Yeah, one a day keeps the doctor away, Dan, especially when it's a big one late in the game. It doesn't matter at all. You're just trying to get one knock a day, find a couple.
Throw to the plate. Here's Elvis Andrus now. Here it comes now to Andrus. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
This is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from him a little, so we'll see how he deals with it.
Ball and 2 strikes to the Rangers shortstop.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Nomar Mazara. He went down on strikes last time up. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. And bye-bye, that one's gone into the bleachers. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field, and it's now 6-3.
Wow, there's a case of a ball up in the zone. Not the easiest pitch in the
Third baseman number 29,
Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. In prior outings against Brandon Morrow, he's gone 3 for 8. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone, 1-2. And strike 3 there as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is retired. Number 31 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
number 31.
Here's Jason Hayward now. No hits to this point. Here comes the first pitch. And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. Gone! A solo shot that time off the bat of Jason Hayward. And they cut the gap here. It's now 6-4.
Wow, that's a tough one. Certainly not the way you want to start your day as a relief pitcher, giving up a home run.
center fielder, number 5, Albert Almora.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
Well, that's got to be frustrating right there. You execute a pitch, a nice, good pitch right there. Batter's able to get a little lucky, stayed through it, caught it off the end of the bat. Not his best swing, but he's able to find a hole in the outfield.
Stepping in now, Brandon Morrow, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike two.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that two-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
So we got him looking there. Brandon Morrow becomes the first out in the bottom of the 8th inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike one. 0-1, here it comes. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike two. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. That one is out of here. This game is tied. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. And just like that, this ball game is all tied.
Just an absolutely amazing home run there. Certainly worthy of the show track treatment. And as you can see, 114 miles an hour off the bat, and that should give you a pretty good indication as to how well he connected on that swing.
The batter, number 9.
Here's Javier Baez. Now a swing going, look out, over in the third base dugout as that thing nearly took out half the coaching staff. High in the air and deep to left center field. Back goes Chu, still going back. Out of here. Back-to-back home runs, and they've taken the lead. So a solo shot here to left center field, and it's now a one-run ball game.
Yeah, talk about two guys clutching up when it matters the most. The first home run draws them even, but the next one gives them the lead. Two guys rising to the occasion right there, and this ball game has been turned on its head.
Your attention, please.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. Anthony Rizzo will be the first one to greet him as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
The relay, but he'll be in there with a double.
Sometimes when a reliever comes in the game, he wants to get that first strike so bad that he serves one up, and that's exactly what happens here. The first batter he faces just rockets one off the wall, and now he's got to worry about another base hit, potentially bringing home a run.
First offering on its way. Check swing called strike, 0-1.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. 4 runs here in this half inning. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Digging in the switch hitter, Ben Zobrist. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. Hit down the third baseline. But a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Rizzo stands at second with two gone. And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike three. And now at the plate, Joey Gallo. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1.
This at-bat's going to be absolutely epic because now he's mixing it up. He's got a little cat and mouse working, and as an offensive player, you got to step out of the box and say, all right, he's respecting me a little bit. I can't be all-in fastball.
And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. Into the box now, Robinson Chirinos. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a strike.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. At the plate, Ronald Guzman. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Wow, talk about being efficient. How about 6 pitches, 2 strikeouts? Doesn't get much better than that.
Hey, he's looking to punch out the side right here. And if this guy's going to do him favors and swing outside the zone, that's exactly what's going to happen.
Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, and the home crowd is loving it because they jumped out in front in the bottom of the 8th, and they did what they had to do in the 9th to seal the deal.
And this afternoon's closes at a 1-run game, 7-6 today. Chicago get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Brandon Morrow is the winning pitcher of record. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and the rest of our crew. This is Matt Vasgersian, and you've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. See you next time.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 7 runs on 9 hits. 1 error. They left 2 men on base.